Hello and welcome to a new vlog. I have got 6 games to show you and a peripheral which is vital for me showing you because it's for the PlayStation 5. Well, it's all for the PlayStation 5 for the peripherals and games, obviously, even though there's 4 PS4 titles, which we all know PS5 is back compatible. It can play PS4 games. So this is why this is probably the better. It's gotten better. The PS4 is probably the best seller, so they want to keep the PS4 titles rolling on. And unfortunately, the PS6 might do a PS3, but we'll come to that. But first of all, the random bits I bought. So here we go. We are going to show you shopping bag. Well, obviously it's got wheels, so as you can see there, wheels. It's a big compartment here for all your shopping, and if you turn it around, it's got a zipper thingy for other smaller bits that you don't want to get crushed, or if you've got paperwork, receipts or stuff like that, it could possibly go into there. The next one is right behind me, just here. It's a 12-way surge protection extension with USB-A's. There's 4 of them, and a USB-C, which is one of them. It's at the bottom there, as you can see if you can see my finger, it's right there. And it's got a 12-way, a 3 on each way, and it's 1, 2, 3 and 4. It's got 2 switches there at the top there. Well, your main one is this one here. There's no point showing you if you can't see it. This one here is the main one, and this one here is to turn off your USBs. So yeah, that's that. I did buy some crisps I've got to eat this week, and I will be eating them after this video. And it's Sensation slow roasted pork and apple sauce. This is probably Easter limited edition, so it is close to its date. This only cost me £1, and it's got to be eaten by the end of the week. Well, Saturday to be precise. Yes, that is the end of the week. So yeah, I did buy a couple of things from Iceland, which is frozen. It's in there. It's some little individual, like sausage rolls, pies, 2 pies, 2 sausage rolls, slices, 2 of them, and something else. Sausage and bean slices and curry, chip shop curry slices, chip shop curry chicken slices. So yeah, there's Iceland own. So I'm not going to open the freezer because yeah, it is in there. That's thingy. I bought this washing up liquid. That's only £1, and shower gel was one of the things I actually did need. And if we look here, shave gel, I needed that as well. I think the washing up liquid was £1 from Poundland, £2 and £2. So I bought Coffee Mate on Saturday. So you can see that at the end there, Coffee Mate is quite good for coffees, obviously, and it will enhance your coffee flavouring. So there you go. So I am happy that alternative to Fairy. People prefer Fairy maybe, but I really can't see Fairy being worth the price they want for it, when you can get a big bottle for £1. With Fairy, it's probably £2, £2.50 for a smaller bottle. I said, oh, you're paying that because it cuts the grease quicker. I said, but that will do the job of what I need it to do, surely. So, yeah, but that's around. So, hold on. What is this video about? Excuse me. What is this video about? Well, it's a vlog, obviously. So we got that behind me, which is probably one of my good purchases. Shopping trolley, which is perfect, because if you've got a condition like I have, a back condition, you're not going to want to keep lugging heavy shopping when one of those will get you the things that you need, and you don't have to lug it everywhere. You just pull and drag and away you go. Getting on a bus, however, you're limited to where you can go. That's an issue if you're going to places that needs to go to and from on a bus. In a taxi, yeah, you can put it into the back of the taxi, that's fine. But mostly I will use it to do local shopping, like to my local convenience store, if I need things, or if other people need things that are heavy. Instead of lugging it on my back, which I used to do, or carrying it in my arms, which I used to do, I could put it in there and not having to carry it at all. So that's the idea of that. So yes, I'm going to show you my haircut. You haven't seen it since, I don't think I had this cut since. I probably have seen it on face cam, but yeah, I do it myself, so it cost me nothing. All I needed was clippers, which was an initial cost, and the electricity, which obviously is a constant purchase. So yeah, that's that. That's my hair. It's all very short now, because I don't grow hair up here. I don't grow hair up here. There's no point trying to grow hair around. So yeah, my new haircut is looking fine, and I do it myself, surely. It's cheaper. Now to the games. First of all, I'm going to tell you the games that I've purchased on there probably about 4 weeks ago. Split Faction and Roller Coaster Tycoon 3. Those are the two games I know I've purchased since the last vlog. So I'm not going to show you that. So that's those. But the games that I did purchase, I've been into two different CEX, one twice obviously. So let's sort them out. So I've sorted them out from one store and two stores and different days. So the one store I visited twice was on two separate occasions, two separate days. On Saturday, Oh no, sorry, on Friday I went to Shirley. I went to the CEX in there, and I purchased 2 games in there and 1 in Cash Creators. But the Cash Creators, I can't show you the game, but I can tell you the game. It's 2 Point Campus, and that only cost me what, $7.49 in there. So a huge savings there. In CEX, I bought 2 games. The first game being Call of Duty Ghosts. So this one cost me £10. I probably might not play it, but it's will complete my set. Because if I can grow my PlayStation titles, PS4 and PS5, I'm happy to pick up copies like this. The next game is the PS5 title. It's Avatar Frontiers of Pandora. As this one cost me £18. I like the original one, the original Avatar game. I played the hell out of that, and it was only available on the PS3 or 360. So I don't think that's back compatible, to be fair. So yeah, this one's quite a good game. This is probably an action game, an adventure game, or whatever. So it's probably leaning to my interests. So we got that one. I am going to show you what else I got from that store on that day at the end. So there is something else I bought there, just so you can pretty much sure. But on Saturday I went into CEX in Southampton City Centre, which is in the Marlin Centre opposite the Asda store that we have. So yeah, and the game I bought, the Avatar game was £18, which is it's probably worth it. I wasn't going to pay 70 quid for it. No, not on your Nelly. I just waited for it to come down, and it has come down. It's a third-party title, so it would have likely come down in price. So the game I bought in Southampton was 2 games, but like I said, I can only show you one. I can tell you the other one, and I can tell you how much that cost. The one I can't show you cost me £30, and it's a game called Cuphead, and it was on the Nintendo Switch. I haven't got a Nintendo Switch, so the 2 games I can't show you. I've told you how much they cost me, and they were for my daughter. So she's got a couple of games for her Switch. She plays my PS5 when she's here, so happy days. And the other game cost me £18, same price as the Avatar. This is a PS4 title, and that is Red Dead Redemption 2. And it goes without saying, these always come onto PS Plus or Xbox Game Pass or whatever. So purchasing this is a no-brainer, because it's not on the Essentials or the core, whatever, that you can download and play as long as you're subscribed. These get put onto the Extra and Premium. So when it's removed, you've got to buy it if you want to play it again. So that's how they get you. And why can't I play this game? Did you buy it? Did you get it through Extra or Premium? If you did, is it still on there, or has it been removed from their catalogue? If it's been removed from their catalogue, you will not be able to play it. So if you like a game, you're going to buy it. Try and buy it from places like CEX or your local second-hand shop. Just get a great deal. Then today, or yesterday, or Monday, I went into Shirley again. I bought 3 games this time. So the 3 games I bought was 2 PS4 games and 1 PS5 game. So in total I bought 2 PS5 games. You will find I will be able to buy more PS4 games because they're a lot cheaper than PS5 games. But the PS5 games I bought because I think, yeah, it's not going to come down much cheaper than that. If I'm frankly honest, £18 for 8 Avatar, £18 for Red Dead. Yeah, it's not going to come down much cheaper than that. They might come down to 15 eventually, but at the moment, £18 is the limit. Is the price I am willing to pay. This one is Just Cause 3, £3 from CEX. It doesn't say no DLC, so I'm assuming that you can get that through the disc. So like you do with Crash Bandicoot or Spyro, you can still get those third titles when you install the game, because it'll allow you that because it's actually on the disc. So yeah, so that one cost me £3. It's done by Square. It's one of my favourite things. It's an open world takeover bases. So set the world on fire. Over 400 square miles of complete freedom from sky to seabed. A huge arsenal of weaponry and gadgets and vehicles. Unleash chaos in the most creative and explosive ways imaginable. So you're commandeering bases, basically. Oh. So yeah, £3, perfect. The next game would cost me £5. It's from the same thing. It's Just Cause 4. So yeah, it cost me £5 from the same store, and it's basically the one up from Just Cause 3. So yeah, if you're gonna get Just Cause 3 would probably be your best option. Just Cause 4, a good price like £5. Well, why not? The last game before I go on to the peripheral. It's weird word to say peripheral, because peripheral, whatever, however you like to pronounce it. I can't pronounce it right, I don't think. The next one is Battlefield 2042 on the PS5. Cost me £8. It's not the cheapest PS5 title I bought. I bought Godfall, that was £5. There's probably other titles that cost me £5, but this one, Battlefield 2042, even if I don't play it, it's, like I said, trying to complete subsets when I can is an important thing in my opinion. So yeah, we got that one. The most important thing, or the most expensive thing from CEX I paid for this time round. The most expensive thing is that I got from CEX is that, the PS5. Nothing's ever gonna go, nothing will ever beat that. Well, that cost me £380. So prices hasn't come down overly much, so that's that. Now I got that in August and I've still got it, so yeah. The first one, it comes with a dongle, and if you look, there's a PS5 logo, there's a USB thing here, it's a dongle for something. cost me £60. So you should be aware, but be aware of what it could be. So it's a device, it's electronic, or it's something that's worth that. It is a set of these. It's a PlayStation 5 Pulse 3D headset. Retails are brand new at £129.99. I'm doing it in pounds and pence, so it's the UK, so what do you expect? So yeah, there is a few marks on there I've just realised, but yeah, I'm not going to show you how it works. There's videos on YouTube doing that, and I'm not one of those channels. So yeah, so £60. I like this one. They had two versions. This was the cheaper version, which I think they're both the same price now. Or it might not be. This might have just become a lot cheaper. And they had a white one, which was £70. This was retailed at £68, but it just recently come down in price. So you think so it's £60, and this was my expensive purchase. Now a little bit of gumph on titles that I'm looking forward to, and there's only one that's been announced. It's not Nintendo Switch 2, I'm not getting that. We know that's due out this week, so I'm not getting that. The price is overly expensive, so if you've got a Switch, keep that. That's your portable thingy. They'll still continue to release Switch games. It's just they will slowly stop that, because they'll do what Sony and Xbox won't do. They will not. They probably will not be releasing for both the same game for both thingies. The newer games like the Pokemons and the Zelda and Mario, they will go. You'll have two versions, one for the Switch and one for the Switch 2. The Switch 2 will be the expensive one, and it's controversial how they are thingy. But it's, at the end of the day, all companies will go that route. It's just someone's got to have the balls to do so first, and this time Nintendo done so. Last time it was Microsoft tried to bring it forward, but Nintendo is literally going to bring it forward this time around, and that is the cartridge will only have the license code on it. You place the cartridge in the console and you have to download it through their site, which makes second-hand null and void. Microsoft tried this, but they were ridiculed. Nintendo's doing it, and they're not backtracking. They're not peddling back their decision. So your Switch 2 games may not be able to be resold once you bought them, which means Nintendo Switch 2 games will be expensive, whatever, unless the thing is, but this is the problem. Microsoft announced that they were going to do so with the Xbox One. Before the launch of the Xbox One, they had to backpedal. I said, no, that's fine. You can buy it pre-owned if you need to. Switch is not backpedaling on this one. So, and when people say, oh, when you purchase a game, you're not buying the game. You don't own the game. But yet you can't sell it on. This is the thing that you're pushing forward. You're purchasing the game, but yet how is it pre-owned? You can buy the console pre-owned, obviously, but your games are going to be extremely expensive. If I'm reading into it right, they're doing what Xbox tried to do, and they're going to succeed. Unfortunately, they're the bigger company to do. They're the bigger company, and that's doing it. So the bigger company will do it, and it will be the norm. Hence, why disk drives getting removed. My views on the PS6. It's not been announced. Nothing's been announced. But my opinion of what it could be. What's going to happen? They want you to still play your PS5 titles and your PS4 titles you've collected throughout the cycle of both of these. So the disk drive is going to be an extra part that you have to pay for, and it's the PS5 disk drive. Okay, so it's the PS5 disk drive, because the PS6 will not release games physically. They'll only release it digitally. Yeah, it's going to be expensive, and what's that gonna do to places like CEX or Game or Argos and stuff like that? The titles that you can buy from Game or Argos will come with a download key, download code. It's usually about 12 digits long, which you have to punch in onto the PS4, 6 or whatever to get your game. But to make it physically appealing, they are going to give you jewel cases like this. They're going to give you these, and all it's going to thingy, it's not going to have the disc portion. It's going to have a credit card style thingy. That's where the code is going to go. That's what's going to happen if Switch 2 is what I think it's going to be. That's how the next generation is going to be. Download codes is what is going to happen, and people saying, oh, you don't own your games when you download it. Yeah, you do. You can play the games you buy. Oh, but they could take it away from you. Not if you buy it. The only portion of it they can take off you, they can stop you playing, is the online portion. And I've said this probably once or twice in my previous vlogs, and people are still saying, oh, you don't own your games if you download it digitally. You don't own your games even if you even if you have the physical version nowadays. So physical, digital, there's no arguments there. If you don't own your games, so places like Sony, Microsoft and Nintendo, all three of those, and Steam, are breaking the law. They're literally breaking the law if you don't own those games. Or they pull those off the shelf and there's no way for you to play them. Unless it's an online only game like Godfall, like your online only games, which is single pounds, £1 or £5 or whatever, they can close the service down and that's it, you can't play them. those are the games they can stop you playing. Fully. Just shut down the service, and that's all they need to do. However, people saying, but Sony saying one thing. I says, well, they cannot stop you playing the game offline if you paid full price for it, or if you paid a sale price for it, or physically. They can't stop you playing it. They're not, because that's the idea of trade. You trade in money to get the goods. So if you paid £60 to £70 for this, as most of you probably have done, you give them money and you get the goods. They can't stop you playing it. They can shut down the service. That might render the game useless, but literally they can't stop you selling it or playing it. They literally can't. That's how trade works. You're not paying £60 for only a rental, where people say, oh, that's what you do. If you're buying it digital, you're only renting it. No. If you buy it digital, you are actually owning the right to play it. It'll go into your library, which you can easily download it and play it. It's specifically the offline portion of it. They can't stop you playing that, even if you ban your account, because they can only ban your account online. They cannot ban your account for offline use. Why would they need to? They can ban your account for online play, obviously, because that's what they can do. So why are people saying, oh, if you buy it digitally, you don't own the game, it's best to buy it physically? I said, no, buy it the way you want to buy it. Just literally buy it the way you want to buy it. If they want to stop you playing the online portion of the game, it doesn't matter how you buy it. They can stop you, and they would. The offline version, they can't. These companies can be taken to court, and they would basically lose if they say, oh, I'm pulling that off the shelf and you can no longer play it. That's just the ability to sell it. That's you. You can stop the ability to sell it, but once you sold it, or a product key, you can't stop that. You literally can't. So why are people still saying, oh, they can stop you playing games? Even offline games? No. No. Even if they could, which they can't, by law they can't. They may have the ability to, but by law, they can't stop you playing the games you purchased. But then you got your PS Plus games. Yeah, they can stop you playing that. Obviously, if you didn't pay for the games, they could stop you playing that. Then they put it behind a paywall, first of all. So if your subscription lapses, you can't play them. If you don't update your subscriptions when they lapse or expire, you won't be able to play them until you re-expire. And then you get the people who says, oh, I downloaded Red Dead Redemption 2 the other month when it was on PS Plus 6 Extra or whatever, but now I want to play it, I can't. Why? Because it's not on Extra anymore? What do you want Sony to do? For every game that you can play whenever you want? No. It's like a library. You buy a game, or you see a game that you like, you download it, you play it. If you like it, you're going to go and buy it. You're going to buy it. That's how that should work. Really? Yes, that's how that should work. So when people are moaning that their favourite game has come off of, or they downloaded a game from PS Plus Extra or Premium, because Essential, you can, as long as they're in your as long as you put it in your library, you could download it whenever you want. Sure. And same with, I think, same with Xbox Core. Game Pass Core, whatever you like to call it. There's probably 3 games that you can download and play whenever you like. However, Extra, Premium, Ultimate, Xbox Ultimate, whatever, they're only there as long as you're only playable as long as they're in the catalogue, games catalogue. They're on a rotation. So you're actually renting those games because it's behind a subscription. You're renting them. And the reason why they're doing that is it's, oh, if we offer that on there and you download it, you like it, you're going to buy it. We're going to save you some money as well. We're going to put it on sale. Maybe you want to save an extra 10%, maybe it's 30%, maybe I'll put it at half price, whatever. If you like the game, surely you're going to buy it. No? You're just going to hope it stays in the catalogue? And when we remove it, you're going to kick off like a spoiled little child? At the end of the day, if you want a game, buy it. Well, at least you know you own a copy of the game. You own a copy to play the game. And when people say, oh, if you own it digitally, you don't own it. It's just you do. Because the same thing can be said physically. Because the disc not all the games hold the game actually on the disc. They hold a product key and it gets downloaded. But you actually still own that game. So yeah. But I'm going to end the video here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. And if you did, hit that like button. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. It's still very slow at the sub count. So I'd like it to pump up a bit quicker. And if you'd like to be notified each and every time I upload a video, hit the notification bell and click on all. And you will be notified each and every time I upload a video. And don't forget to join in, to share this video with all your friends and family on your social media so we can actually get more people watching the video. If you like if you know these people are going to like this video. And join in the conversation in the comment section below. I might do a video game on the PS5, you never know. I might install one of these games. None of them are installed apart from Avatar and Red Dead 2. So I could do a Red Dead 2 video. Possibly do an Avatar one because I haven't got Avatar on my channel. So that could be a possibility. I have got a video, I think I've got a video on Red Dead 2, but on the Xbox. So thank you guys so much for watching. Join in the conversation in the comment section below, like I said. If you'd like to see what titles that on any of my vlogs, I've got plenty of games. I've got hundreds of games that I can play. I just want to know what you want me to play. Anything that's Switch related I cannot play. I haven't got a Switch, and even if I did have the Switch, I can't really play that, not as a video, because that's the extra steps I can't take. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Ta-ra for now.